Now, President Trump, he's been tweeting about his support, polling support amongst Latinos. Look at this. Marist, NPR, PBS. Poll shows President Trump's approval rating among Latinos going to 50%. That's an increase in 1 year of 19%. Thank you. Working hard. That's the presidential tweet. That was a surprise. Joining us now is Daniel Garza. He's the president of the LIBRE initiative. I call that a conservative Latino group. You accept that?
Absolutely. It would be a conservatarian group.
Okay. 50% support among Latinos for President Trump. Explain it. Why?
Yeah, it shouldn't surprise anybody. I mean, you have record unemployment with the Latino community. You have record labor participation rates, record home ownership. Wages are up, record increases annually. For the Latino community. So he's expanding opportunities. Latinos also self-identify more as conservatives than they do liberal or moderates, according to a Marist poll, Pew Hispanic.
You were surprised. You've got to admit,
it's a shock poll. It's a shock poll.
Yeah, it really is.
But as a conservative who loves the president's decisions on the Supreme Court, on less taxes, on less regulations, pro-energy, I'm glad to see that.
But it's the border wall and immigration that has so many people thinking that Latinos oppose the president.
Yeah, people forget that the president was elected on basically very much on that promise that he was going to enhance border security, part of it being infrastructure along the border. I'm from McAllen, Texas. I live on the border. I appreciate my security.
Could it be that many Latinos already living here do not like the idea of people coming across the border undocumented, some of them criminals, some of them gang members? I mean, do they not like the illegals?
Of course not. You know, look, there are Americans overall, not just Latinos, are the most compassionate, most generous people in the world. But they also like order. We get to choose who comes into our country. And so in this order, what they want is expanded security. So this is a priority for the Latino community, too. And when they see the president acting on behalf of the country to enhance border security, that's important. But the president should also heed that the other priority is that a vast number of Americans, not just Latinos, want to see something permanent, a permanent solution for the DACA community. Sure. So that they want to see both solutions taken care of.
Well, will the Democrats lose the support of Latinos if they continue to ignore the Dreamers and do down their interests?
Yeah, the Democrats would be wise to remember what Abraham Lincoln said. This is a country of the people, by the people, and for the people. Not of the party and by the party and for the party. So you have to listen to what the American people are telling you. And what they're telling you is that they want more border security. They want also a permanent solution for the DACA community. And what I mean by a permanent solution is that they're tired of these young kids who were brought here. The decision was made for them. You don't have to keep heaping consequences on them for the actions of their parents. We want something that is going to give them certainty in their lives that is going to be long-term so they can contribute to America like millions of immigrants have done before them, too. Immigration is good for America. It's just that our current system is bad.
It's great to hear you say that. You know, I'm an immigrant. I've been taking some stick, frankly.
We love immigrants.
Daniel Garza, thank you very much for joining us.
Pleasure.
We appreciate it. Thank you.